Liverpool would have had some exposure to the Windrush entry in the 1950s. The Caribbean influx certainly was present in Liverpool in the 1960s and 70s. One of the more notable features of Liverpool is the degree of intercommunal marriage. The Irish influx was the most dominant and determining of Liverpool's character historically. You would have to add into that, as I said earlier, the West African influx from Nigeria, from Ghana and so on.
Liverpool's changed a lot when I was growing up. With the area where we lived, there was only 2 black families in Wavertree. There was our family and the people who live next door to us. The way it's changed a lot now is that we've got lots of different nationalities of people. I first started going away to sea after being a passenger with the Black Star Line ship. I travelled to Ghana with my father to go and visit because he'd always asked us to come to Ghana. So once I was 19, I managed to get a passage on the ship and went to Ghana. At that time, the shipping industry was booming and there was plenty of ships coming into Liverpool and lots of shipping companies were based in Liverpool. But since maybe 1990, when the Merchant Navy Federation closed down, most of the ships stopped coming and then they started employing foreign crews. When I was working aboard on the ships, I personally was working in the engine room where I used to be employed as a motorman, and then I eventually made my way to be petty officer motorman. So from 1990 ended up on the ferries because all the foreign going ships had been contracted out to these cheaper labour. It's good that they all come to work here, but sometimes they might get exploited, but they've slowly progressed and made their way into different types of work. Hopefully the foreigners that are here now, maybe one day they'll start getting jobs in the town, in the shops, whereas as we know in Liverpool, blacks can't really get jobs in the town. Hopefully they'll be able to get that opportunity.
The recent period, of course, the last 20 years, perhaps less, has seen the influx of refugees, asylum seekers from war zones and areas of global conflict, particularly from Somalia. There's now a sizable Somali community in Liverpool. There are smaller communities from the Near East, from Iraq and Iran. Many of whom are highly gifted and highly talented individuals, some of whom find their way into the colleges and universities. And latterly, I think, with the expansion of the European Union, we've begun to see migrant groups, certainly work groups, anyway, people looking to work from Poland and from other Eastern European countries, as in Liverpool, as in elsewhere, have begun to visit the city. So there's quite a broad mix now, globally, of people who are globally mobile for various reasons, both by choice and often, sadly, by lack of choice in their host communities.